I said, so and so. She said, oh, mm. Doing the little snicker, like, you know, son, that's crazy. That's all. Bro, man. You know, this probably saying this whack dude, this punk, this clown, son. Yo, if she only knew, he over here looking real stupid, giving those beats about him. You know, and like I felt it. I felt it, and like everything in me, bro, the crazy almost came out. But I'm like, as I'm sitting there, I'm trying, like, my heart pounding, now I'm starting to shake, and I'm just like, bro, this is like crazy. And so I'm like, okay. So I finish the speech, whatever, and I sit down at the table, and I'm just looking at my other cousins, like, yeah, I'm about to leave. So, I go after everybody's speeches are done, whatever, everybody's getting up there dancing now, and my cousin who got married says, I'm like, I go to her, I'm about to leave. She's like, wait, I want to take some pictures first, but let me finish taking pictures with this. So I'm just like, I just feel so uncomfortable, bro. Like, I just want to go, like, because I'm on the verge where I just feel like I want to fight, right? Like, I can just feel the anger coming. Yeah. And so, like, I'm just like trying to calm down, bro. I'm trying to calm down. Like, all I keep telling myself is, your kids are here. Your kids are here. This is your cousin's wedding. Be calm. You don't even know what's going. You don't even know if anything happened. Like, just relax. I'm literally coaching myself. Like, relax. So I go back to my cousin, like, because I gotta go. I gotta go because, like, I'm getting to a point where I'm like, I don't know if I can control myself right now. I'm ready to snap, right? And so my wife sees my face, and I feel like she probably thinks I'm putting, I'm putting things together because she knows how smart I am. So I tell her, like, I'm ready to go, and like, she's avoiding me because, yeah, every single time I tried to find her, I couldn't find her. And so my cousin, I was like, all right, you ready for the pics? And I'm like, well, can't find my wife. And so finally we find it, and it's just silent. It's just silent. You're taking the pictures, recording, just forcing it. And, you know, now I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go. So we're getting ready now. Like, I'm trying to get the kids. She's like, so you're about to leave, right? I'm like, yep. She's like, okay, I'm going to meet you outside. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I get in the car, I'm saying bye to my other cousins and stuff. And just, I get in the car. I'm packing the kids up in the car seat. And she comes to me and says, if anyone comes to you and tells you that they saw me and Buick in the car, it's because so and so wanted me to go get cigarettes for them, and he just came along for the ride. I didn't say a word. I just stared at her like this. She was like, "Okay, well, I'm probably gonna just head back to so and so's house after the wedding or head back to the Airbnb after the wedding because that's where everyone's going, and I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to drive back from Orlando to Tampa." Still just staring at her. I said, okay, do as you please. I said, excuse me, closed the door, and drove off. Now I got back to my crib, and I'm just in my bedroom pacing back and forth, just pacing, 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 right? And I'm like, all right, cool, cool. So now I'm getting the kids, together, super dad, per usual, doing everything on my own, right? And um, I hear the door open. Surprisingly, it's her. She's home. I'm like, okay, cool. I can't even recall how that night went. It was just awkward. It was awkward because I knew deep down, once again, I was in a position where I knew deep down inside that something happened, but I could not prove it because I didn't have tangible proof, right? So now that's Sunday night. Monday morning comes, it's the day after the wedding. None of us go to work that day. I think we all took off. Um, and so, like, we're just tired, just chilling, whatever. And so now we're at Monday night, and my wife says, I'm gonna go drop off um the wedding stuff. I'm like, why do you have to go do that tonight? You can't just chill with your family. Like, you're literally being gone all weekend, bro. And she's just like, oh, like I just want to drop this off and say bye to everybody that's leaving, whatever. Okay. Bro, at this point, I already feel like I know what happened, so I'm just in so much of a okay type attitude, mood, and everything. I'm just like, okay, okay with everything, right? So then she told me she's gonna drop it off and come right back, right? This was around 9, maybe 10 o'clock. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. My wife does not come walking back through that door until almost 3 o'clock in the morning. And so she comes home that night and she just stays out. Like I see her, I see the door. I get the alert on my phone that the door is opening. So I open it, I see the camera, and as she's walking in, I see that she's in tears, right? So I'm thinking, all right, maybe she was out. She's in, she's probably venting about the relationship in tears, whatever. I didn't think much of it. I honestly, bro, I did not think much of it. I kind of just ended Monday night with saying she was venting with my cousin, right? So now this is where Tuesday. Now we're heading. February is a short month. Like I said, this was the end of February, so I think now we're ending Tuesday. Oh yeah, Tuesday comes, and we're I think it's like February 29th. Oh no, 28th. Yeah, February 28th, I think, or either March 1st, right? So I'm like, um, what happened last night? Like you said you were supposed to come back this day, and she's like, oh, we all started hanging out and having a good time, and I just felt like um or we were just hanging out and having a good time, and I just lost track of time. Lost track of time? Cool. So now we're having a big argument, right? Granted, my mother's still there. So I'm in the room, we have this big argument. Now, my mother is not the type to butt in on our married people problem. She always just minds her business. And plus, this is how it's getting bad because we're also not the type to argue in front of people. And I think around this time, like we were just arguing, and it didn't matter. Like we were arguing in front of friends, we were arguing in front of family. Like our own friends told us, like, yeah, it's getting a little awkward coming around y'all now, right? So anyway, we're arguing in front of our friend. I mean, my mom, not in front, but like in this atmosphere. And she comes, she knocks on the door. Now, my mom's a very biblical woman, churchy woman, so godly woman, I should say. She comes, she knocks, she's like, can I talk to you? I'm like, yeah, you know. So she comes, she's like, listen, when y'all are good, y'all are good. But when y'all are bad, y'all are bad. And it's affecting everyone because the we had such a tight crew in Florida. And so like our problems was truly affecting the circle. The marriage groups, the friendships, the thing, and then they were to come to find out that a lot of those people are going through their own stuff too. But and like my mom was just like, y'all gotta fix it. Y'all gotta pray. Like, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 boom, 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 boom. Y'all have to pray. She was like, because at the end of the day, y'all have such small issues. And she checked my wife. She checked her. She said, listen, your husband has every right to be upset with you. You're a married woman. What are you doing? First of all, leaving his house at 10 o'clock to go hang out with people without your husband and then coming back in his house at 3 o'clock in the morning as if it's not a problem. Absolutely not. And then he's not supposed to have a problem with that. She just died and she was like, blah, 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 whatever. And no, she puts me in place about a few of my ways too. And she was just like, listen, she said, at the end of the day, y'all have to fix this for the sake of your children. She was like, from what I know, there's no affairs going on. So there's no reason why this marriage should be going down the drain. Fix it now, you know? So, all right. So now we're in March and, I'm just like praying hard. I'm talking about in my prayer room. And every time I get to praying about my marriage, it's like the Holy Spirit says to me, unfortunately, this marriage is over.